have like Ninja Warrior over it? Isn't that where it comes from?
What, like the game show?
Yeah.
Could be. I don't know. I'm unsure.
Like, I mean, they have athleticism in that. So give that a 45. I'm like,
that was horrible. Christ. And nobody booed. And like there was so much excitement after he did. Yeah, it's like 9 and 10 in the crowd. Like,
have you seen Japanese TV?
I haven't. No.
They do some crazy shit. So it's like I'm not that surprised that they're going like
this is fine, right?
Over some nonsense.
Over ape shit over.
And what were
he probably could. He probably would have got a 44 with the missed dunk.
I saw some clip of a TV show where they make you eat things, whether it they make you like bite into like a coffee table egg to see if it's actual food or it's just a coffee table.
Wait, what?
This is Japanese TV. So like it may be made out of chocolate or it may just be wood, and you have to bite into it and figure out if it's chocolate or not.
That's
horrible. A TV show.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
Like you bite a doorknob, is it candy or whatever?
Here's the real thing though. Is I want to know who were the other contestants in that dunk contest.
I want to see the whole. I want to see the whole dunk contest.
Welcome back to Out of Bounds. I'm Pierce Simpson. We hope you had a great weekend. Today's episode, we'll talk about Kobe Bryant winning an Academy Award, as well as the NFL Combine, But before we get started, I'm joined here by Complex Sports Editor Adam Caparell. Cap, how you feeling, Doc?
Yeah, we're doing all right today.
Doing all right? Yeah. I saw you griping a little earlier. You couldn't find good pizza in L.A.
It's not existent out here, yeah.
Okay, he's going on with the hot takes. Look at Gil's face. Next to Adam Caparell is...
Yo, I come from Brooklyn, okay? The pizza capital of the world. The pizza out here sucks.
I have had Fresh Brothers. Very good.
Fresh Brothers is good. Yeah.
Very, very good.
I'm not a pizza connoisseur, so
clearly.
I'm easily gotten by Little Caesars.
And the guy that you all tuned in for, Mr. Gilbert Arenas. Gil, how you feeling? How was your weekend?
I'm doing good.
You doing good, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had a tire blowout yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think someone's actually trying to kill me.
Somebody slashed your tire.
There's no way that tire blows. But unfortunately, lucky for me, the truck only goes about 50, 60. So there's no way I can.
You also have an extra tire on the back of the car, so.
For show. For sure. Do you really think
I'm just saying, I just bring it up.
Nah. The tow truck guy had to be like, you're not going to use this tire on the back?
Nah, I left it.
Have you ever changed a tire?
I don't know how.
That sounds about right.
I grew up with my father, so unfortunately, he was the man of the house, so he did all the manly things. I didn't have to do anything.
Our boy went back to Texas this weekend.
I did.
Oh, what? How was it?
It was great, man. It was great. Shout out to the friend of the program, my dad. He's out here shining. What's up, Pops?
Sam Pops. Hey, Pops. Who buys his shirts?
Okay, let's not do.
He has zippers on the side.
Hey, zippers.
Who has zippers on the side?
It's functional.
He has zippers all the time.
Every other
on the
side zips. Yeah.
Listen, let's get into the real. Let's get into the real stories of today. Last night, Kobe Bryant made history because he won an Academy Award for Best Animated Short for his Dear Basketball. Dear Basketball was a poem based on the 2015 poem that Kobe wrote. When he was going to retire from the game of basketball, he won an Oscar. In his acceptance speech, he said, "I don't know if it's possible. I mean, basketball players are really supposed to shut up and dribble, but I am glad we do a little bit more than that." Obviously, that was a shot at Fox News host Laura Ingraham. And in December, when Kobe asked what an Oscar win would mean, he said, "It would mean more to me than all the other awards because it's not something I've ever expected to do. It's not something I was supposed to be able to do." So Kobe, again, is a 5-time NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP twice, NBA MVP, as well as an Olympic gold medalist. Do you buy that Kobe saying that this is his greatest accomplishment? It's pretty impressive. Academy Award winner for a basketball player.
For a short film.
For a short film, it's impressive. They played it during his jersey retirement ceremony.
I mean, as a basketball player and a basketball fan, I would rank the Oscar last. I mean,
what?
Last. Everything he did basketball-wise comes first.
But who expected him to win an Academy Award?
I don't care. Who expected Shaq to get a platinum, triple platinum?
He has a point.
I mean, I'm a basketball player, so all the awards he did, the first year he won a dunk contest, his rookie season, I don't know how the Oscar beats that. I mean, that's personally, but if he says that, that's his call. But me, last.
Cap, you feeling what Gilbert Arenas
add that shit last.
About it being last?
I mean, to a degree. I mean, because his NBA accomplishments are so vast and so amazing. It's
amazing.
And that's obviously what we're going to remember him for and talk about for all eternity. But, the enthusiasm he showed last night, the genuine, joy that he had in the comments and his reaction, it shows you how much it truly meant to him. So, I mean, it's, some people live the charmed life, and whatever Kobe, deals with and gets involved with just seems to turn to gold. So he has the Midas touch, and it's pretty cool that he's halfway to to, well, not halfway, but he's adding to the mantle, adding to the accolades, and he is now one of the most celebrated and has the most trophies of almost any North American athlete when you consider adding this Oscar and stuff like that. So I mean, props to Kobe. He's like actually legit behind this. Is not some like kind of passing the win hobby for him. Sure. Like he's all into this.
See, with Kobe, like he, no matter what he does, he's gonna put 1,000% into it. So there's gonna always be gold because he's not gonna let it fail.
So can he go back and do the rap career and try and get a Grammy?
I hope not. Let's let that hobby go.
You know what's so funny?
Hey, he's got an Oscar. Go for a Grammy.
I don't think he would do it just because he's
older,
mature than he was.
Well, Jay-Z released 444.
You said Kobe's not going to bring back Tyra Banks and get that rap career.
I mean, if he decided to do it, I mean, obviously he has the.
For some perspective, we mentioned that
capability of it.
You don't want some midlife Kobe bars?
We mentioned that Kobe wrote Dear Basketball back in 2015, right before he retired from the game of basketball. To be able to win an Oscar in a 3-year span off of creating your Dear Basketball short animated film, you have your Kobe Inc. That's impressive. Does it swing his greatest of all time discussion? Right? Does the Oscar trump him? Does it make him closer to MJ? As crazy as that may seem, because it may be apples and oranges with an Oscar. And
are you asking me?
I'm asking the crew here.
Kobe, Oscar,
6 rings.
Jordan.
That's true.
Jordan owns a franchise. Let me think.
Getting $100 million off of the apparel with Jordan Brand.
I mean, they're two different. It's two different things. I know, obviously, Jordan's has a team. We expected Kobe to get a team, but Kobe's on a whole different path, and we just got to wait and see where it ends.
Yeah, if he keeps producing the way he does in Hollywood, he gets a few more blockbusters. He may have enough bags.
That's what I said. I'm pretty sure he's going to add his name to a lot of stuff coming up, and he's going to.
Yeah. I mean, basketball movies are known to be box office success. We've seen Space Jam generate over like $250 million at the box office. What is you guys' favorite feature-length basketball film or favorite scene in a basketball movie? I have mine. Favorite scene. Mine has to be the one-on-one scene between Denzel Washington and Ray Allen in He Got Game. That's iconic for a variety of reasons. Shout out to Spike Lee. What do you have?
You gonna go with him? I gotta think.
Yeah, I'm gonna co-sign that.
You gonna co-sign that one?
Yeah.
Hey.
Like
I'm not gonna shout out Spike Lee though.
Can we get a timeout? He said like Mike.
Like Mike when Lil Bow Wow put on shoes and dunked.
Excuse me?
He would have won the Japanese dunk contest.
I mean, come on, it was iconic.
Also, shout out to all the NCAA violations of Blue Chips.
Shout out to that.
Ooh, yes, that was amazing.
But Blue Chips was iconic for a variety of reasons, specifically because that was the first time that Shaq saw Penny play, and he encouraged the Orlando Magic to, hey, we need this guy on our team. So Blue Chips was, changed the course of the
They can
history.
never do that again, huh?
What, Blue Chips?
That movie?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's all pros.
Yeah. Is there a feature-length film that you want Kobe to maybe reboot?
Penny was a pro yet?
He was about to enter.
Oh yeah, he was.
He declared, and he's coming out of Memphis. Any feature-length?
Well, I think we're due for another good basketball movie. So maybe come up with an original script and have that produced.
The Kobe story.
We've heard that. So you got Kobe Muse on Showtime, the documentary.
Written by Kobe? No.
So you want somebody else to write it? Just everything?
I want Kobe to produce his own movie.
Who's starring Kobe? It's just too much Kobe.
Kobe.
What you got?
That's way too much Kobe.
That's way too much Kobe.
Hey, that means it's gonna be great. That's gonna be great, amazing.
Hey,
He'll be coming from high school, going to the. Ooh.
Listen, let's Cap, let's get some producer credit and get the Gilbert Arenas movie popping off.
Rake in some money, do nothing.
What's up?
I'm gonna have Kobe do it.
The Gilbert Arenas movie?
The gun story.
Bang bang.
Bang bang. Who did that? Someone did that.
What?
Oh, Larry Nance.
Oh, when he dunked on Mason Plumlee?
Ooh-wee. Give him a pow pow.
Oh my God.
Hey.
He should have subbed himself out.
If I could do that, I'd be doing it also. Yeah. Must be nice. All right, keeping moving on to the NFL. Should NFL teams give a fuck about the combine? And I bring that up because Oklahoma's Orlando Brown Jr. had a horrible NFL combine this past week and may cost him his draft slot and also a lot of money. So if you guys weren't paying attention, Brown is a 6'8", 345-pound tackle out of Oklahoma. He was given a first-round grade going to the combine, but then just performed horribly.
Yeah.
Managed only 14 reps on the 225-pound bench press, which is tied for third worst among defensive tackles since 2000. He ran the 40-yard dash in 5.85 seconds. You can beat him with your bum knee, and that is the worst time for someone since 2003. And his vertical jump is just 19.5 inches. Again, I bet you can do that also with your bum knee. And nobody has ever gotten drafted with a vertical that low.
Are you going to take this slander this morning?
Because he says bum knee, so I'm like,
okay, yeah.
All right. So the.
Okay.
I'll take 19 because right now I'm at 13.
All right, so the question I pose for you as someone that's gone through the draft evaluation process, how much should teams put behind what they see from the combine versus what they see on the game footage?
Football is different than basketball, but game footage shows more of a story than a combine.
Yeah.
A combine is just drills. It doesn't, a combine doesn't determine heart, dedication, and soul of, that person's, it's spirit. So it's like, judging someone's off of running by himself, hitting a whole bunch of dummy pads. Like that's not football. That's not what he's going to actually do. So you have to take in consideration film also. Yeah. I wouldn't even value, me personally, I wouldn't even value what someone does when no one's there.
Who gives a shit about an offensive tackle that weighs 345 pounds running the 40-yard dash?
Yeah, who cares?
When are they going to be running 40 yards downfield?
I've never seen a lineman running 4 yards downfield. I've never seen him jump up to catch a pass, so I don't care about his vertical jump. The only thing that maybe bothers me is the bench press, but if Orlando Brown has long arms, which I'm thinking that he does, being 6'8", it's tougher for him to the bench press.
That's more of that little man's crap.
But go ahead.
His quarterback, Baker Mayfield is going to be a first-round draft pick, came to his defense, and he said, quote, "When are you ever going to watch Orlando Brown run the 40 yards down the field? You can watch last year's tape and see he allowed 0 sacks. I say that's pretty important for a left tackle."
See, that's where it is. It's 0-10. He's not athletic. He's skilled at what he does, and I don't value a combine that has that can't tap into this man's skill. If his skill is protect that quarterback and that's what he knows, the other shit y'all doing has no concern.
I think we've reached a point now, the combine is more theatrics and actual, it doesn't really matter. It never really translates. I keep seeing over the weekend, Mike Gesicki, the tight end for Penn State, they're like, he ran a faster 40 time than Antonio Brown. Hey, listen, I'm still taking Antonio Brown any day of the week, and he runs much faster on the field than his 4.55 suggests that he ran at the combine back in 2010. But let's look at a lot of the players that run the fastest times in the 40. Dree Archer, 4.24. Where's he at now? John Rouse, fastest time in combine history, 4.22. He had one catch last year, and it resulted in a fumble by Jadeveon Clowney, and they're talking about moving him to defensive back this offseason. So the correlation doesn't necessarily matter.
They're looking for it. That's what I said. It was an old thing, probably back in the day, where you're trying to figure out which athletes are which, and you're trying to figure who's athletic. But none of that means anything.
But did you ever see a guy in your time in the league, or hear of a guy in the league that maybe performed poorly in the combine that really hurt himself in the eyes of NBA evaluators?
See, ours is different. So,
because y'all actually play each other.
Okay, so if you're considered a lottery player, you're not going to Chicago's pre-draft camp. So the pre-draft camp, the rest of us, go. We're playing 5-on-5. We're going through all the drills. You're getting to see us live. So you get to see us in our natural habitat. Then the other guys come in, and then from there, after that, we go try out different teams. Well, if you're like, let's say Alonzo Ball, right? You're going to be the number 2 pick.
Yeah.
You don't want to drop, so you're not going to work out with a Fultz. You're not going to work out with a Fox. Right. Those guys are going to want to work out with you to try to expose you so they can move down. Yeah. So you're going to just go by yourself. Everybody else, like let's say if I'm the Lakers and I'm seeing 2 or 3 people, I'm gonna want to see them together.
But in the NBA, are you docked for not competing and maybe not playing against those guys? See, in the NFL, they try to knock you all the time for not throwing at the combine. So Sam Darnold is not throwing at the combine over the weekend. Josh Rosen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, all the top quarterbacks are throwing, and they're trying to knock him for not competing. But in the NBA,
you're not who are you competing against?
Exactly.
In the combine? You're just fucking throwing shit at shit. That has nothing to do with my running back, the defense. Like that's meaningless.
Yeah, and every pass they've thrown the entire season was picked apart by a million draft and talent evaluators. What does that add? Yeah.
Like with us, it's just like, giving some. That's what I said. We call them dookies. It's no offense to. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah,
it is an offense.
Look, he got us.
It is.
Back for the Duke slander today.
But you have perfect college players. If you put them through a combine by themselves, they would look amazing because a combine is not made for gamers. No. Some people don't know how to practice well. They just know when those lights cut on, another engine actually kicks in, and I know how to play this game.
I think a player described the combine perfectly over the weekend. They said it's just a track meet. And that's really what it is at this point. It's just a glorified track meet. It has no correlation to play on the field. I don't care if my lineman is running a 40-yard dash. Hey, can you stop this defensive end? Can you stop Olivier Vernon? Can you stop Jason Pierre-Paul? I don't care about all this. So Orlando Brown, this might be a blessing in disguise because he could end up with a great team and become a perennial All-Pro.
But would you care about one of your defensive players not having a hand?
Listen, I've seen Shaquem Griffin play, and he balled out this weekend at the Combine. He gonna be a special player. You laughing? I guarantee Gil, we can bet that he'll be.
You know what he did in the on the bench press?
20 times if I'm not mistaken.
20 reps.
20 reps. And ran a 4.38 in his first 40-yard dash. Put him on my team. Hey, Will McClay, Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys, go get you Shaquem Griffin.
Hey, listen. I don't know who the running back is. I'm just gonna keep running to this dude's left side.
Listen,
I'm just gonna run to his left side knowing he can't grab.
But plenty of teams had this same thought, and what did he do? He dominated. Peach Bowl, UFC has their undefeated season on the line. He dominates that
game.
Look,
if he gets drafted, okay, cool. Good
you say he could be a 3rd or 4th round pick right now.
Come here.
He could be as high as a 3rd to 4th round pick right now.
He's gonna be a special teams ace in the NFL. Mark my words. Special teams ace.
I mean, based on what Orlando Brown did, Shaquem Griffin could be drafted ahead of Orlando Brown. So.
But somebody like that, all it takes is one mistake, and then everyone's just gonna kill him for his Midas touch. I didn't say Midas, I said minus.
Moving on. Back to the association. Kawhi Leonard has been in the news for a variety of reasons, and he hasn't really played much this season. But it seems that his contract talks with the Jordan Brand have stalled, and we're going to talk about this. This is Secure the Bag. Again, it seems like Kawhi Leonard has been in the news more so for everything going on off the court as opposed to his play on the court. He's been dealing with a quad injury throughout this entire season. There's been some turmoil between him and the San Antonio Spurs, according to reports. But recently, Kawhi Leonard and his talks with the Jordan Brand have stalled. They were very close to coming up to a 4-year contract extension worth $20 million. But discussions broke down when Kawhi's reps didn't feel the new deal reflected his accomplishments and status in the league. The Jordan Brand extension offer did not include a signature shoe, which typically escalates the value of the deal, including 5% royalties. Some of Kawhi Leonard's statistics include NBA champion and Finals MVP in 2014, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time All-NBA First Team selection. He's smiling right now, and I'm trying not to laugh. 3-time NBA All-Defensive First Team. Right now in his current deal, Kawhi earns less than $500,000 per year. Now, this is the exclusive negotiating period between Kawhi and the Jordan Brand. Once, I believe, July hits, they'll be able to negotiate with other teams. His contract expires on October 1st. What is Kawhi's bargaining power with the Jordan Brand, and do we think he deserves a signature shoe?
He has as much bargaining power as the rest of all Jordan athletes. Zero?
But Russell Westbrook inked an extension this summer with the Jordan Brand. He'll be the highest paid endorsed Jordan Brand athlete of all time. So obviously they're
I'm pretty sure Jordan's never paid anybody.
Yeah, well, no Jordan Brand athlete in the NBA earns more than $10 million per year with their endorsement deal. So
Westbrook doesn't have more than 10.
He could. The figures did not come out.
It's okay. I don't know what Kawhi. What did Kawhi get offered? About $20 million?
Yeah, over 4 years.
He should have took that. I mean, he should have took that from Jordan Brand.
But he obviously wants a signature shoe. That was not in the contract extension offer.
He's not a signature shoe guy. He's not the guy that's going to rev up shoe sales. Like no kid out there is going to be like, I'm going to go get the Kawhi Leonards.
Have you gone and got
the KLs, the KL lights. No one's going out there to get the Kawhi Leonards. He doesn't have the personality to sell shoes. He doesn't have the demeanor. He's not in the market to sell shoes. So to give him more than, $5 million is a fucking lot, considering who he is, especially in the shoe world. In the shoe world, he's a nice guy, clean. He's never going to get in trouble, never going to say anything wrong.
Yeah.
$5 million for that, okay, I can take that. Anything over that, fuck no.
What do you think? Do you think Kawhi has a signature shoe power?
He's gonna be in Guangzhou somewhere, trying to get a shoe deal out there.
To answer Pierce's question,
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to say no. I kind of agree with Gilbert, where it's like, we don't hear much from Kawhi. It's not his MO to talk. He doesn't do any press. I don't think people respect his game except for Gilbert, across basketball fans. But
obviously Jordan too.
Jordan respects his game big time. And it seems like, for his stature amongst, I think, the general people of where he compares to a KD, to a Russ, to a LeBron, those other guys who have their own signature shoes and have their own lines, Kyrie's, go down the line. He falls way short. So, the idea that you're going to get an extra $5 million, which is a, 100% increase from your, $500,000 salary right now from Jordan on a yearly basis, why wouldn't you take that?
But where would he go next, right? So there's a variety of different places. Even if you go to Nike brand, then they probably won't give him a signature.
It doesn't say Nike brand. Your Nike brand, you still have LeBron, KD,
Paul George,
like
Kyrie.
Those are that's what see. People don't understand it, but these shoe companies they do. His success, what they're giving him, doesn't translate to individual success. Team success, that's valued different.
Yeah.
But when these guys are trying to, you're talking about shoe deals, you're not an individual star that can stand on your own. Yeah, you have the records and the championships and the 2014
NBA Finals
MVP for shutting down LeBron James, who averaged 30 something. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't correlate to sales. You're a great Spurs player. But when it comes to selling hundreds and hundreds of thousands of shoes, you're not going to happen.
Listen,
he's going to go to China, get him a China deal that can net him because he can use that appeal over in China.
Yeah, especially if your deal structured with the royalties after a certain percentage, which only a few guys can actually get. What kind of units can Kawhi really move in the U.S.?
Even LeBron before the LeBron 15s came out was having trouble selling with Nike basketball. There's been a growing trend where the smaller guys are dominating shoe sales. Kyrie Irving line is one of the highest selling Nike basketball
But it's always
products.
been like that. See, that's why when people, and I argue about this all the time on Instagram, do not look at their heights because it's a lie. Some of these guys do not want to be bigger than what it says because it's shoe sales. Like LeBron, 6'8". LeBron hasn't been 6'8" since his senior year in high school.
Right.
And that's just facts. He's 6'10". Kevin Durant is 7 foot. Mm-hmm. KG was 6'11" his whole career, but he was 7'1".
Yeah.
These the bigger you are, it hurts your shoe brand. Right. So it's like if you're 5'9", you're 5'11". But once you get to start 6'8", 6'9", you're trying to come back down just a little bit because the everyday kid, can identify with someone who's smaller.
A question that I'm curious about, and I'll let you get your opinions on this. What's going on with Kawhi? We haven't heard any type of distractions like this throughout his career. But we have the turmoil with San Antonio Spurs. Now we have the shoe contract leaking where he might explore other options. Is this his agency's fault, or is this Kawhi saying, I want to have a bigger presence, I want people to know my concerns, and I'm leaking it to the media? What's going on?
It's probably negotiation tactics.
On his side or the
on his
side?
agent's
Okay.
on his agent's side. Kawhi is a quiet guy, and I think he's trying to get the best value for his brand. And if you don't say anything, there's no uproar. So him turning down a deal puts it in people's eyes. Well, he turned down 20. Then you have one side, he's worth way more than that. Yeah. And it's like it's a public negotiation for him. Same thing with Spurs. If he has he's leaving, the Spurs fans is going to have an uproar. What's going on? Yeah. Give him what he's worth. He's a free agent in both these things, right? He's a free agent in
2019.
So he's a free agent. Right now in the shoe deal, he's going to be a free agent next year. So he's trying to stir up some mud.
Well, no Jordan Brand athlete, top tier Jordan Brand athletes are not in big markets at this moment. I guess the top market would be Chris Paul in Houston, but Blake Griffin, Detroit, Kawhi Leonard in San Antonio, Russell Westbrook in Oklahoma City, Carmelo in Oklahoma City. So Jordan Brand is obviously trying to say, let's get somebody in the big market.
But at the end of the day, Jordan Brand is Jordan.
Yeah, we buying retros. We're not buying the Melos.
I know nobody cares about Jumpman shoes. I've never went to the store and said, let me get the hot new Carmelos. Let's be honest. It's Jordan. the man on, like, so he doesn't, let's be honest, he doesn't need none of these fucking athletes to sell fucking 1s, 2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't, like, you haven't bought a pair of 1s because of not one athlete but MJ.
No, true.
So he doesn't need a fucking soul to sell his shoes. So that's why.
The brands also talked about wanting to get more into like the lifestyle realm and do more, attire and apparel and stuff like that. So, I don't know what the appetite is going forward to do more.
I mean, Jordan shoes is going to always be a favorite. Yeah. And that's just it. It don't have nothing to do with, he can go sign LeBron James right now. It can be the LeBron James / Jordans. It can come out and it comes out with, let's say, the 4s. Or the 2s or the 3s. Those 2s or 3s are going to sell more than that Jordan / LeBron shoe.
Probably. Yeah. All right, turning our attention to the ring, Floyd Mayweather says he is developing a boxing game. So at his 41st birthday party recently, Floyd was asked about making a version of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, the classic Nintendo game, and Floyd told TMZ that he is working on a video game. So my question for you guys is, what do we want to see out of a Floyd Mayweather boxing game?
If it's anything like his fights, it's going to be boring. It's just going to be a defensive battle the whole time. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, you can knock people out. What is Floyd going to do? Just pace around the ring?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Fight Night was amazing.
Amazing.
Fight nights are amazing. Floyd's game, I mean, I can tell you this right now. If I'm Floyd and I made a game and I'm the final boss, and I'm 50-0 in real life, motherfucker, you have no chance to beat me in the video game. That's not even going to be a question. I'm going to be the hardest motherfucker to beat.
Listen.
Like, that's just boy.
After watching friend of the show, Deontay Wilder, over the weekend, he needs to be on the video game cover. I would buy that video game. Yeah.
How is he 40-0?
Did you see what he did over the weekend?
I seen what he did.
Yeah.
I thought I was watching World Star.
He's a street fighter.
Luis Ortiz, whose opponent is a legit heavyweight, and that was the best test that Deontay's had in his career so far. And he survived it. He nearly got knocked down in the 7th round.
Yeah,
he survived it.
Dude looked like Forrest Whitaker, who he's fighting.
Again, I've seen boxing clips of everything. He's a brawler.
To answer your question succinctly, the heavyweight division is not as stacked and as full of talented guys as Deontay has kind of ascended. But that being said, what can you do? You're a heavyweight. You only can fight your division.
No, what I'm saying is not how has he won 40 fights fighting like that?
Because he has one of the hardest right hands in boxing.
He was losing that fight, and then was 7th round or 10th round?
No, I'm saying
7th round was in the round and was got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not a boxing expert, but it's like he just throws punches.
Well, hey, I like that.
He does at times, yeah, and he admits it.
No one's ever knocked him out or knocked him down or nothing?
Ortiz almost had him.
I mean, Ortiz came close, yes, but he admits that he is not the prettiest guy to watch at times, but he is effective, and when you give him room to throw his punch and they land, they hit really hard and he does damage.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm saying hit dude on the top of the head. Like, he hit him everywhere but the actual face. It's like
yeah, but that uppercut in the temple
destroyed him in the uppercut.
Like, I just never seen someone just, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this ain't no real fight.
Uppercut him so hard, he started breakdancing, bro. He was like, I'm down.
But I'm just saying, like, I've never seen someone just so...
Just like a brawler?
Just
I appreciate it. You have to...
That's just straight brawler style, like no technique,
but see,
no nothing.
That generates fan interest, and if like Floyd's creating a video game, if Deontay's creating a video game where it's like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, I'm confident, because it's going to be fun. Yeah, you're not.
No, I mean, it just amazes me that it's like he's never been trained.
Who's he fighting next?
Does he have a trainer?
It's up in the air.
Joshua?
Does he have a trainer? Yes, he has a trainer, yeah. But, I mean, it's up in the air who Deontay fights next. Everyone wants to see him take on ideally Anthony Joshua, if Anthony Joshua takes care of business in his fight later on this month, but I still think it probably doesn't happen. Maybe it happens the second half of 2018, maybe not until 2019, because, again, the bullshit and politics of boxing.
Listen, when we see Cap doing HBO boxing in about 5 years from now, we can't be shocked.
I won't.
This guy got something. But this wraps up the latest edition of Out of Bounds. For Adam Caparel, Gilbert Arenas, I'm Pierce Simpson. We'll see you all tomorrow.
I might be a boxer.
By the way, here's all the things I want to see out of a Floyd video game. Nothing has to do with boxing. I want to see the private planes. I want to see the courtside seats. I want to see the gambling receipts.
Nice.
And I want the late night trips to the strip club.
And I also want Roger Mayweather on there.
I'm pretty sure Floyd does not actually go to that strip club.
He does, because I've been in there with him.
Oh,
what I'm saying is,
he chased Floyd around the strip club until 3 in the morning.
The night before the weigh-in.
I'm just saying, because it's the weigh-in and everyone knows he's gonna, so he just goes there.
No, but that's like he owns Girl Collection in Vegas. That's where he goes to chill. Floyd is a vampire. Okay, when he's training,
his sister.
His sister owns it.
His sister.
How you know this?
Hey, I just figured, Floyd's smart enough to.
Oh, not put that in his name? Oh, gotcha.